Hello, all. Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will solve some text based or caselet based numerical problems applying both the formulas of ratio and percentage, right? So, let us see that. In CLAT exam, you will mainly uh, get this kind of caselet based numerical problems where you have to apply rules, formulas of ratio, proportion, percentage, average, right? So let us see how we can solve this kind of numerical problems. So first case, that is caselet 1. So I have uh, the numerical data in this particular case. I have mentioned it in the red color so that it can be easily identifiable. So the first caselet says that so it was a survey conducted in a college of student enrollment in different streams, right? So it says that as per a study conducted in a college, out of total students enrolled, that is 3,000 in 2024-25, 1,700 were girls and 1,300 were boys. So first numerical information which we are getting is in absolute value, where total number of students enrolled in a particular year was 3,000, right? So it is given that it is mentioned that it is 3,000, out of which 1,700 were girls and 1,300 were boys. Now, data regarding students opting for various streams. And what are the streams? There are 5 streams mentioned here: non medical, medical, commerce, arts, and fine arts. Okay, so there are students are enrolled in this 5 streams, right? And it showed that 25% of the enrolled students opted for non-medical. So 25% of total students, that is 25% of this 3,000 opted for non-medical, and the percentage of girls in non-medical was 30% of total number of girls. So only girls percentage is given for non-medical initially. So 30% of total girls students. So how many are the girl students? That is 1,700. So 30% of 1,700 were girls who opted for non-medical. Similarly, for other streams also data are given like this. So 15% of total students opted for medical, and the percentage of girls who opted for medical is 18% of total number of girls. Same for arts, the percentage is 25%. 25% of the total students opted for arts, but the percentage of girls who opted for arts was 15% of total number of girls, right? Then 16% of total students opted for commerce, whereas the percentage of girls who opted for commerce is 17% of total number of girls. And finally, for fine arts, the percentage 9 is for total students is 19%. So 19% of total students are opted for fine arts, and among them 20% of total number of girl students opted for fine arts. So here you can see the boys information are not given. The information which is given is to how many, what is the percentage that total number of students opted for a particular stream, and what is the percentage out of total girl opted for a particular stream of study. Right now, given this data, these are the questions mentioned in the right hand side. The first question is how many girls have opted for non-medical. So you have to, given all this data, you have to find out the absolute value of girls. Second question is about the comparison that girls have outnumbered boys in fine arts. So how many girls in fine arts are more than the boys as a percentage of total number of boys in fine arts? Then third is about you have to calculate here, although you have to answer it in some in stream, that which of the following courses has opted by maximum number of boys. The similar kind of question is there in question number 4, that is which of the following courses have been opted by minimum number of boys. So for all this you have to find out the absolute numbers for both question number 3 and 4. What is the absolute number of boys opted for different streams, right? Otherwise, you won't be able to answer this question. And question number 5 is about ratio, that you have to find the ratio. Given the total number of boys and girls in non-medical, once you will find out total number of boys and girls in non-medical, you have to find out the ratio. So for this kind of question, instead of answering, calculating and finding out answers for separate questions one by one, it is better to summarize everything, all the data, and find out using the calculation in this table format. So first you find out all the information, numerical information, and write it down in the table. So what are the 3 types of information? Actually 4 types of information given in this entire caselet. First is there are 5 stream of studies. We know what is the total number of students. Okay. Now you have to find out what is the total number of students. First you have to find out what is the total number of students in each stream, right? So we will write it down here. Right here we will write it down. Next we will find out what is the, since boys percentage is not given, only girls percentage is given for every stream. So we will find out what is the number of girl students enrolled for each stream. And once you have total number of students and girl students, you can easily find out by subtracting from total number of students, subtracting girl student, you can easily find out the absolute number of boy students enrolled for a particular stream. So once you will fill up this summary table after calculation, you can answer all the 5 questions very easily. So I'll show you that, right? So let us start first finding total number of students opted for each course and girl students opted for each course, because these 2 informations are given. So this information, this absolute values are already given, that is total number of students is 3000 with 700 girls, 1700 girls and 1300 boys. So first we will calculate for first stream, that is non-medical, right? So for non-medical, how can we calculate that? We already know how to calculate percentage. We already know the formula. So it is mentioned here that 25% of the total students enrolled, that is 3000 is the total students enrolled, are have opted for non-medical. So that's why I have written here 25% of 3000, okay, will be total students who opted for non-medical. Now how can you find out 25% of 3000? I'll just show one and you'll get idea for all. So 25 by 100 into 3000, right? Here 0 will cancel out. 25 into 3 is 75 and the 0 will be there as it is. So 750. So 750 students, this is how you can find out the, from percentage you can find out the absolute value or absolute number of students, total number of students opted for non-medical. Same for girl students. So for girl students also 30% of 1700. So 30 by 100 into 1700 will give you, so 17 into 3 is 530 into 5 is equal to 510. Okay. So in this way you can find out that what is the number of absolute number of girl students. Absolute number of girl students opted for non-medical course. And once you have this 2 information, total number of students and girl students, the only left will be boys. So just you subtract number of girl students from total number of students and you will get number of boys students opted for non-medical. Now the same formula, same steps we will apply. So first step is first find out total number of students, then find out number of girls opted for that particular stream, and then find out boys by subtracting girls from total number of students. Same we will apply for our other stream as well. So for medical, you can see here it is mentioned that for medical stream 15% of total students opted for medical. So that's why 15% of 3000 is 450 students. 18% of total girl students opted for medical. So 18% of 1700 is 306 number of girls opted for medical. And finally, subtracting girl students from total number of students, we get the number of boys, how many boys opted for medical. Same we will see for art stream. In case of art stream, it is mentioned that 25% of the total students opted for arts. So you have to find out again 25% of 3000, which is 750 students. 15% of total number of girls opted for arts. So 15% of 1700 is 255. And if you subtract 750 minus 255, you will get the number of boys who opted for arts. Same we will do it for commerce. In commerce, it is mentioned 16% of the total students opted for commerce. So that's why it is 16% of 3000, that is 16 by 100 into 3000. Just we have done it for the previous case. Okay. And 16 into 30 will give you 480 students. Same for girl student. 17% of total girl students opted for commerce. And it will give you 289 absolute values. So if you subtract girls from total number of students, it will give you the number of boys opted for commerce, and same we have done for fine arts. So for all this stream, you have to calculate. You have to calculate total number of students, number of girl students, and number of boy students using these 3 steps, right? So once you have this data, you can now fill up this table. So I will go back and I will see that for non-medical, total number of students who opted for non-medical stream is 750. So I will write it here, 750. Same for medical, it is 450. Just I am copying the values from this calculation. For arts, total number of students is again 750. Right? For commerce, it is 480. And for fine arts, it is 570. Same, we will do it. We will fill up the column for boys. So for non-medical, the boys is 240. And for medical, it is 144. So 240 for medical, non-medical, and 144 for medical stream. Then for art stream, the number of boys is 495. So I will fill it 495. For commerce stream, number of boys is 191. And for science stream, sorry, it's not science, it will be actually fine arts. Extremely sorry, it will be fine arts. So for fine arts stream, it is 230 boys, right? So for fine arts stream, it is 230 boys. Same. Now I will write the final, I'll fill up the final column where the girls number is required. So 510 girls have opted for non-medical. So 510 has opted for non-medical. 306 number of girls has opted for medical. 255 girls has opted for arts, 289 girls has opted for commerce, and 340 has opted for fine arts. Okay, so now the table is filled up with data, required data. Now we will start answering question. So first question is, how many girls have opted for non-medical? It's very easy. Just by looking at this data table, you can find out that 510 girls have opted for non-medical. So D is my answer. Second is, girls have outnumbered in fine arts. So number of girls in fine arts is higher than, you can see number of girls is higher than number of boys. So we need to find out the percentage, how much it is higher. So how can we find out the percentage? It's very easy calculation. So girls in fine arts, it's 340 from the table, and boys in fine arts, it's 230. So we will just find out the difference between these two. So the difference between these two is 110. So 110 girl students, more number of girl students have opted for fine arts than boys. So the question is, how many girls in fine arts are more as a percentage? So you have to find out the percentage as a percentage of number of boys. So what is the number of boys? 230. So 110 by 230 into 100, which will give you, this is the percentage, 47.82%. Okay, so first you have to find out the difference, and then you have to convert it in percentage, where percentage of total number of boys in fine arts. So the answer to the second question will be option number B. Let us move to the third question, where it is mentioned that which of the following courses have been opted by maximum number of boys. So just by looking at the table, you can find out that which of the following courses have been opted by maximum number of boys. So we'll go back to this table, and we can see the maximum number. What are the options? Options are out of this: non-medical, arts, fine arts, and commerce. So we will consider only this four: non-medical, arts, commerce, and fine arts. So out of this four, the maximum number of boys which have opted for which stream? So it is arts, right? 495 boys have opted for arts. So our answer will be arts, right? Option B. Next question is, which of the following courses have been opted by minimum number of boys? Given medical, fine arts, commerce, and non-medical. So medical, non-medical, fine arts, and commerce. Out of this four, so medical, medical, non-medical, commerce, and fine arts. Out of this four, the least number of boys. Okay, so the least number of boys we can see in case of medical, right? In case of medical stream, least number of boys have opted, least number of boys have opted for medical stream. So very easily we can answer that for medical stream, minimum number of boys have opted for for medical stream, minimum number of boys have opted. And the final question is, what is the ratio among boys and girls for non-medical? So what is the ratio among boys and girls for non-medical? So you can see here that for non-medical, boys is 240 and girls is 510. Just from the table you can visualize it. So 240 in case of non-medical, 240 is to 510 will give you the ratio between boys and girls. So 240 to 510, right? So if you just further divide it by 3, both sides, you will get 8 is to 17. You have to simplify the ratio. So 8 is to 17 will be your ratio, and your option will be C. So you can see, if you just generate a summary table calculating all the percentage and finding out all the absolute numbers, very quickly you can answer all the questions. Okay, you don't have to calculate at the time of answering this 5 question. You don't have to calculate anything additional once you will have this summary table. Next, we will move to caselet 2. So caselet 2 will also have a similar kind of problem where in an organization there are employees working in various departments, and information regarding various department are given, namely IT. There are 6 departments mentioned here: IT, marketing, purchase, HR, accounts, and production, right? With a total workforce of 4,500 employees. So a department wise percentage distribution is also given. So there are 6 departments. So in IT department, the total number of workforce is given here. So in IT department, 18% workforce of the total workforce are in IT department. And here, instead of percentage, male female ratio is given for each department. So in IT department, the male female ratio is 2:3. Similarly, for marketing department, 20% of total workforce, that is 20% of 4500, is working in marketing department, where male to female ratio is 3:2. Same in HR department, 12% of total workforce is working in HR department, and male female ratio is 5:1. In production department, 15% of total workforce is in production department, and male female ratio is given as 3:2. In purchase department, there are 24% of total workforce is in purchase department, and in that department male female ratio is equal, that is 1:1. And in accounts department, 11% of total workforce are working in accounts department, where male female ratio is 1:2. So same, we will solve this problem using the previous way, that is, we will first find out the values in we will first generate a summary table where there will be absolute number of total workforce working in each department, number of male employees working in each department, and number of female workforce working in each department. So these are the kind of question like how many females. So the question is related to finding out absolute values. How many females are working in purchase department? How many employees are working in IT and accounts department together? Then finding out ratio. Then finding out percentage again. Okay. So finding out absolute number is the key to answer all these questions. So we will do it using the summary table format. So this is the summary table format where we have these 6 departments. We have to find out total number of workers working in each department, total number of male workers working in each department, and total number of female workers working in each department, right? So first I will do for IT department, as it is mentioned that 18% of total workforce is employed in this department. So the male to female ratio is 2:3, right? So how we will find out? The same formula. So 18%, that means 18 by 100 into 4500 will give your number of total workforce in IT department. So 18 into 45 will give you 810, right? Now since here ratio is given, so how we from given this total number of workforce in the IT department and ratio is given, how we will find out male female number of males and females? So it is very easy. You first you have to find out the sum of this ratio, which is 5. So this is the 5 sum of this ratio. So for male, since this is male is corresponds to the first term, so it will be 2 by 5 into 810. That is the total number of employees. which will give you value 324. And since the second term in related, that is 3, is related to female, so 3 by 5, that is the sum of the ratio, into 810, that is total number of workforce. So here sum of the ratio I am mentioning again, it is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 3 by 5 into total number of workforce, that is 810, will give you number of females, right? Same we will do for all the departments. For marketing department, it is 20% of total employees. So again 20 by 100 into 4500 will give you 900 total workforce in the marketing department. And using the same formula, that is the ratio is 3:2. So again here sum of ratio is 5. So for male it will be 3 by 5 into 900, and for female it will be 2 by 5 into 900. Okay. So that will give you 540 as male, and here it will give you 360 as female employee working in the marketing department. Same we will do for HR department using the same formula. We will do it for production department using the same formula, and we will do it for purchase department, as well as we will do it for accounts department, right? So we will apply the same formula. First we will calculate total number of employees, and then from this given ratio we will find out what is the total number of male working in that particular department, and what is the number of female working in that particular department, right? Then we will fill up this summary table. So starting from purchase department and accounts department, total number of employees in purchase department is 1080. So I'll write it 1080 here. And total number of employees in accounts department is 495. Same I'll fill for male and female. So in purchase department, number of male we found out 540, and female is also 540. So male is 540 here, female is 540 here, right? And in accounts department, male is 165 as per the calculation, and female is 330. So 165 and 330 in the accounts department. We will go back and we will see what is it for HR department and production department. So total number of employees in HR department is 540, whereas total number of employees in production department is 675. So I will just write it. So it is HR department is 540 and 675 total number of workforce, right? In HR department, male is 450 and female is 90. So in HR department, male is 450 and female is 90. On the other hand, in the production department, male is 405 and female is 270. So male is 405 and female is 270. Two departments are left, which is IT. In IT, total number of employees is 810, and in marketing, total number of employees is 900. So 810 total workforce and 900. So in IT department, male number is 324, whereas female number is 486 in IT department. So male is 324 and female is 486. So it is 324 and 486. And finally, in marketing department, male is 540 and female is 360. So just by the simple calculation, you can fill up this table. Now we will answer this question one by one. So how many females are employed in the purchase department? It's very easy. So in purchase department, number of female is 540. So directly you can write the answer which is option B, which is 540. How many employees are working in IT and accounts together? So you just have to add these two. Total number of employees you have to see in working in IT and accounts together. So IT and accounts. So if you add this two, that is 810 plus 495 will give you, I think, 1305. Yeah. So just you have to add up IT and accounts department's total workforce, which is option D. What is the ratio of total number of males to the total number of females working in all the departments put together? Okay. Now, for this, what you have to do? You have to find out total number of males. So you have to find out total number of males here and total number of females. And you have to find out the ratio between these two. So if you add up all the males and if you add up all the females, you will get what is the total number of males and total number of females, right? So if you add up total number of males in all the department together, you will get 2424. You can check it. So it will give you 2424. And same you have to find out. You have to add all the females and you have to find out all the female workforce, right? So adding all these values, that is 486 plus 360 plus 90 plus 270 plus 540 plus 330, you will get 26. The number which you will get will be 2076. Okay. And you have to find out, finally you have to find out the ratio, that is 2424 2424 is to 2076. And you have to simplify it by just finding out the common divisor. And if you simplify it, by simplifying it, you will get that the ratio will come down to 19:27. That is option B, right? Next, we will move to the fourth question. The number of females in the marketing department forms what percentage of total number of employees in the organization? So we know that total number of employees in the organization is 54500, and number of females in the marketing department is 360. So 360 by 4500 into 100 will give you the value. So very little calculation you have to do here. So just 00 will cancel out, and here you can divide it by 3, right? 1, 2, 0. Then you can divide it by 5. Sorry. So it's 8. Okay, the final value is 8. So 8% will be the answer. So for question number 4, the answer is A. And the final question, what is the ratio of number of males in the marketing department to the number of females in the HR department? So just by seeing the summary table, you can find out male in the marketing department and male in the HR department. So male in the marketing department is 540 and male in the HR department is 450. So it will be 540 is to 450. right? 540 is to 450, where 0 will cancel out. If you divide it by 9, it is 6 is to 5. So option B will be your answer. So this is the easiest way, where when this kind of data is given and there are several categories, so you can first find out total numbers using the summary table, and from just by observation of from the summary table you can answer all the questions, okay? Or little calculation may be required like this, which will not take more than 10 15 seconds. So very, it is very important to first create the summary table quickly, okay? So that's all for today. uh, in the next video we will learn about average. Thank you very much.